guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called 9 Mind-Blowing Polish Traditions, the Most Unique Country in Europe Travel Documentary. I do not know if it is the most unique country in Europe, right? But I know that each country has its own folkloric traditions, and I'm excited to learn more about this. So let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe.
Poland has a rich cultural heritage shaped by centuries of history, religion, and folklore. From drowning in winter to getting married twice, Polish traditions and customs often border on the bizarre, but are certainly a highlight to discover.
Christmas Eve dinner.
Wigilia is the traditional Polish Christmas Eve celebration, centered around family, food, and reflection.
Usually
it begins at the sighting of the first star in the evening sky, symbolizing the Star of Bethlehem. The evening meal is meatless and consists of an odd number of carefully prepared dishes.
They're vegetarian in Poland?
Often 12, representing the months of the year or the apostles. Before the meal, there is a custom involving a special wafer shared among guests, accompanied by wishes of health, happiness, and peace.
Oh, is that the wafer, the one that they give you when people go to mass during Catholicism? They give you a sort of a wafer, right?
An extra place is often set at the table for an unexpected visitor or in remembrance of absent loved ones, emphasizing hospitality and remembrance. Dishes vary by region, but commonly include beet soup, carp, herring, pierogi, and various grain-based items. Often,
I'm so interested. What does the pierogi actually? I know it's sort of a meat field. I don't know. Is it meat, cheese? What does it have?
Culminating in poppy seed desserts or dried fruit compotes. The meal is followed by carol singing and, in many homes, a midnight mass known as pasterka.
What, but inside your house? Śmigus
Dingus is a vibrant Polish Easter Monday tradition, celebrated with water fights, playful pranks, and lively socializing. Rooted in centuries-old
I'd be so mad.
customs, it involves people, especially the young,
oh my god, I would not be laughing.
With water, using anything from buckets to water guns.
They're laughing. I wouldn't be laughing.
The origins of this practice are tied to ancient spring rites of cleansing, renewal, and fertility, which later merged with Christian Easter celebrations. Historically, young men would sprinkle water on women as a sign of affection and fertility, and in some regions, also lightly whip them with willow branches. In more modern and urban settings, it's evolved into a fun, chaotic water battle among friends and family members, regardless of gender.
That girl, she was like me. She was do not even dare.
Despite its wild appearance, the celebration maintains a spirit of joy and community.
I want to know how cold is it? Well, it's during this or no, because it was Easter. How warm is it? Because if it's cold, then oh my god, those are grounds for, I don't know, jail. All Saints Day. This is very Catholic,
Day in Poland is a solemn and deeply meaningful occasion observed on November 1st. It centers around honoring the memory of deceased loved ones, saints, and all the faithful departed. Cemeteries across the country become places of reflection and reverence, glowing with thousands of candles and adorned with flowers, especially chrysanthemums. Families visit the graves of relatives, cleaning and decorating them with care. The atmosphere is quiet and respectful, with people often standing in silent remembrance or praying together. In the evening, the flickering candlelight creates a
Is this an actual BOT cemetery? This is crazy. So it looks, I don't know, it's so lightened up. It's so lit up. No, this is crazy.
Sea of warmth and light that transforms the cemeteries into serene, almost sacred spaces.
It's beautiful, actually.
The day is also a time for community and family gatherings. It's not uncommon for extended families to travel long distances to be together and to honor their ancestors. Beyond private observance, the event holds cultural significance, fostering a collective memory and a shared sense of continuity between the past and the present.
I love the idea of sort of giving, well, it's not giving back, but it's sort of honoring your ancestors and honoring your family. That's nice.
Anjaki happens on the night of November 29th. It is known for its playful and mystical atmosphere. Traditionally, it's a time when people, especially young women, engage in various fortune-telling games and rituals, hoping to catch a glimpse of their future, particularly regarding love and marriage.
Of course.
Common activities include pouring hot wax through a small hole into cold water, then interpreting the shapes that form, or dropping rings into a bowl of water to see whose ring floats closest. Other games might involve guessing the initials of a future partner or reading signs from everyday objects. The night is filled with laughter, lighthearted suspense, and a bit of magic as friends gather to share stories, hopes, and dreams.
It's very whimsical. Oh my god, Fat Thursday.
Fat Thursday is a beloved part of Polish culture, marking a joyful celebration just before the period of fasting begins. It's known for indulgence in sweet treats, especially a type of deep-fried pastry.
Are you supposed to give up sweets for when you're fasting? I don't know what's the theory.
Filled with jam or other sweet fillings,
they look
often
so good.
Enjoyed in generous quantities.
Oh my god.
These pastries are soft, fluffy, and coated with powdered sugar, making them a favorite among people of all ages.
Sure.
The day is filled with a spirit of feasting and enjoyment as people gather with family, friends, and colleagues to share these delicious delights. It's a moment.
I love that every day is an opportunity to sort of get around, get together, and eat something.
To savor rich flavors and to temporarily set aside restraint, embracing abundance and pleasure.
Because then comes restraint. Harvest Festival. Is that during autumn?
Dożynki is a vibrant celebration held at the end of the harvest season, expressing gratitude for a successful crop year.
Oh, makes sense.
It's a time when communities come together to honor the hard work of farmers and the bounty of the land. The festivities often include colorful parades, folk music, dancing, and the sharing of traditional foods. A central symbol of the celebration is a beautifully crafted wreath made from the last sheaves of grain, decorated with ribbons, flowers, and sometimes fruit. This wreath is presented during a special ceremony, often accompanied by blessings and prayers for future prosperity.
A priest
People dress in traditional costumes, and the event serves as a reminder of the importance of agriculture, community, and cultural heritage. It's a lively and heartfelt.
Are those sort of folkloric costumes the same all throughout Poland, or is this very particular to this festival?
Occasion that celebrates both the end of the growing season and the promise of renewal.
Marzana?
Marzana is a symbolic ritual marking the end of winter and the arrival of spring.
This is kind of
scary. It involves creating a figure, often made of straw and dressed in old clothes, which represents the spirit of winter or cold.
And they burn it?
The figure is then carried in a procession, accompanied by songs and sometimes playful teasing. At the culmination of the event, the figure is cast into a river, pond, or burned, symbolizing the farewell to winter's hardships and the welcoming of warmer, brighter days ahead. The act is both a form of cleansing and a hopeful gesture for a fruitful season to come.
It has to do with
The event is especially popular among children and communities in rural areas, blending folklore, seasonal change, and a bit of theatrical fun. It's a joyful, colorful occasion that connects people to the cycles of nature and the passage of time, celebrating renewal and new beginnings.
That's so nice. Name day.
This tradition centers around celebrating the day associated with a person's given name, often linked to the feast day of a saint bearing the same name. It is a special
What happens if you don't have a name that a saint has?
Occasion that holds a significance similar to a birthday and is widely observed in social and family circles. On this day, the person being honored typically receives warm wishes, small gifts, and visits from friends and relatives.
Thank you.
Gatherings often involve sharing food and drinks, creating a festive and friendly atmosphere. It's common for people to host.
Oh my god, and what happens if you know 3 Marys? What happens then? Oh my god, a Polish wedding. How is a Polish wedding?
Polish weddings are a lively and heartfelt celebration that combines rich cultural customs, music, and a strong sense of family. It typically spans an entire day, or even several days, and is filled with rituals that emphasize unity, joy, and the beginning of a new chapter. The event usually starts with a formal ceremony, followed by a festive reception, where guests enjoy traditional foods, dances, and songs.
Usually that's how it goes.
One of the highlights is the energetic group dances, where everyone joins in to celebrate. Throughout the celebration, there are playful games and symbolic acts that bring good luck and prosperity to the newlyweds. Food and drink flow
Do you have to learn their choreography? What? Or are you supposed to know this?
generously, and guests often participate in toasts that express warm wishes and blessings.
Yeah, weddings are like
The
that.
atmosphere is both joyful and respectful, blending moments of heartfelt emotion with spirited fun. So we can say that Poland's most unique traditions, such as festive folk celebrations and the symbolic Christmas Eve dinner, highlight the nation's deep cultural roots. These customs continue to unite communities and preserve Poland's rich heritage. Have you ever experienced any of these Polish traditions? Let us know in the
Would love
comments
to,
below.
actually.
And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, probably I did, but not to this level. I know that Poland is historically has been, I think, a very Catholic country, but I didn't know it was to this level. As a lot of these traditions, I think, their roots are in Catholicism, so it's pretty big. And I think even for probably, and I think in younger generations that, they're not that sort of that religious, maybe. And I think especially, again, it's just obviously this is very depending. I know that with cultures, different kinds of people. So maybe that's just, again, maybe that's just in certain places. But I know that young people are still can still be very religious. But I'm shocked by how sort of important a lot of these sort of folkloric and traditional sort of things and celebrations, they're rooted in that, right, in the Catholic Church. So that tells me that in Poland, even if you're young or you're old, whatever age you are, chances are you're going to be very religious and a very deeply religious person. So that was quite interesting. I think I would love to go to the Christmas dinner. That sounds so good. They have 12 dishes. I mean that's, oh my god, I love it. I know that our other religions do something a bit similar, but with, there's feasts and you need to have a very particular number of dishes because they represent, I thought it was the months of the year, but I think it makes sense as representing the apostles or something. I don't know, 12 is a very significant number, right? So I like that, and I that's so interesting to me, that the fact that apparently it's vegetarian, none of these have meat. So how come? Why? I want to know why, because I think usually Polish, they eat a lot of sausages and wieners, so I don't really believe that they tend to be vegetarian. So how come in the Christmas dinner, which is sort of the most important celebration in the year, how come you're not eating meat then? So there's gotta be something religious about this. There's gotta be an explanation behind the tradition of why we don't eat meat during this particular day. I would like to know why. And of course, I want, the dishes, they look great. The video does mention it varies region by region, so it's got to be very particular where the family, if I am imagining myself being invited to one of these things, of course it's going to vary. The meal is going to be, it's going to be varied, and it's going to depend on where exactly where in Poland the family that hypothetically invited me is from. But there's usually a soup. Apparently there's pierogies, which I think is all over Poland. They eat that. I would love to know more about pierogies. I've heard of them a bunch of times, but I don't really know how they're done or what's the filling. What do they have? And they have a bread as well. I don't know. They look so good. I want to please. I need a Polish person to please invite me to their Christmas dinner. It's nice that they leave a one seat open or something like that. It can represent a guest that came suddenly, or again, nobody comes, because I was thinking it's gonna be a little weird, I think, because if you're from Poland and you're Polish and you're a Pole, chances are you're already, and during Christmas, chances are you already have plans, whether that's, with family, with friends, with whatever. But my point is usually you're going to have plans. So it's funny that, but everyone leaves, one plate and one open sort of seat for, who knows, who needs it, right? For whoever needs it. So I like oh my god, that's really nice. So that tells me maybe if I show up unannounced, they have to open up, right? And yes, there's going to be a meal for me. I like it. There's always a seat on the table. And of course, again, the symbolism of we're also honoring sort of the ones that are not here with us, they're not with us anymore, and people that we love. So oh my god, this is such a nice tradition. And speaking of people that have passed away, I also really love the idea of going to the cemetery one particular day, and everyone sort of lights, they have candles, and they were like flames. So I don't know if it's just a one particular candle, the special candles, I don't know, some sort of lighting fixtures. I don't really know, but I think obviously it's going to be a solemn occasion, and probably I would like to see it, but I know that obviously because it has a deep significance to people that they're paying their respects to their loved ones, I wouldn't want to intrude because I think it looks very interesting and I would love to see it in real life because it looks quite an interesting ritual and very pretty, I think, to look at. But I don't know if I would go there just because I know I wouldn't want to intrude because people, again, this looks it's carrying a lot of symbolism. So I would feel like an intruder. I say, oh, I want to check this out. And this actually has, a deeper meaning and it's sort of social, but between obviously people that knew the departed person, not just you, a random that just want to check out, oh my God, how cool the cemetery looks like. And I like the idea that they're constantly sort of honoring ancestors, people that they loved and passed away, people that are not physically with us anymore. I like it because I think and I don't know if this is a cultural thing, but I really like the idea of sort of remembering. I think that's how because you say, oh yeah, people are not here anymore physically, they left us. And sure, that's nature, it's like the cycle of life, that's how it goes. But I think it's important to keep remembering them because as long as you keep remembering people, they're in you, basically, which sounds maybe a little silly, but I think as long as you keep remembering people that have passed away and that, maybe, they're not physically with you, if you keep remembering them and you keep their memory alive, they're still going to be in you. So it's really nice. And that goes obviously for loved ones and for ancestors as well. For ancestors, of course, super important. Without them, you wouldn't be who you are. So that's really important as well to sort of honor them. And I like this kind of traditionals. I think Polish people apparently are very traditional and they're keeping the traditions alive, which I like because I think mostly in this world, which the 21st century, it's very industrialized, everything's sort of universal, and I think it's really easy, I think, to lose certain traditions and all those folklorical things and a lot of those traditions. I think you just get lost in the shuffle, either because you're very busy, you lead a very busy life, and I'm working, I can't make it to this, or again, it's just very easy to sort of get lost in the shuffle. And a lot of these sort of traditions, it's important to keep them alive because they're part of a culture, they're part of who you are, and it's really easy to lose them. So I'm loving the fact that Poles are keeping that tradition alive, and it's young people, of course, they're teaching them as kids, hey, you should do this, which I think is really, really nice because that's how you make sure that a culture does not die, because it's very, very easy to lose one's culture. So I love that. There's another, they're all of them so cool. Something that I did also want to point out that I found very interesting. It was about the traditional sort of it was the traditional costumes. I could see several of them, and it was that, and plus the dancing. It's funny that I can see other cultures in Europe that have similar sort of types of dressing and types of dancing as well. Obviously not the same, but it's really funny to me how, oh my God, it resembles some other cultures in other places. And it's nice. I think it goes to show that even if you're from a different culture, there's still something that, we probably come from the same place, because I don't think they resemble each other just by chance. No, obviously they resemble each other because they've influenced each other throughout centuries, 1,000 years ago. So even right now, you don't really get to see, the influence, and you don't get to see, they're not that close together. Yes, but it tells me there's something, I think, they came from the same place. So it makes you feel a little bit, I don't know, as we're all together and we all come from the same sort of people, because it's very similar to other folklorian sort of costumes in other parts of Europe. And the effigy one is really, it was an effigy. I think that's also part of other cultures. I've seen that in other places, in other countries. The idea is similar. The fact that you have an effigy and you kind of burn it and you kind of destroy it because it represents, that's what an effigy means, right? You're sort of doing this, and then we're getting rid of that because it's a new start. Some others, I think, just depends, because again, it depends on the culture, the tradition, and probably the time of the year. They do it specifically, I think it was, because of harvest, but I've seen this before. Probably it's not real. Well, they have a priest, right? It's so weird. I think a lot of these things are really rooted in, again, Catholicism, but also a lot of sort of folklore, mythical, witchy things, pagan things. And I like, again, that's the mix, right? But it's really, oh yeah, I've seen that, and I think it's probably a Catholic thing, I guess, and it's not during harvest. I think it's just, I can't remember the exact date. But they do this in other months, and it represents, I think, well, I think obviously, it's constantly representing that, right? You're sort of getting rid of something, and then, it's a new start. But I think they're probably more rooted in Catholicism, and this specifically is not really, it's more like harvest. So it's really interesting. Again, with the, oh my god, how similar they are to so many other cultures. It's sort of one culture that's separated, and then, to the point where, they don't resemble each other until you actually get to see them, and you think, oh wait, no, this reminds me of this and this and that. So you can see, oh my god, we're all just one people basically. And the other, I would love to see, that one was really fun. I think I would like to participate, not see, but I would like to participate. There's two. The one with the fat, it was Fat Thursday, I think. I can't remember, it was a Thursday. That obviously, you're eating donuts, you're eating a lot of things. It looks really fun. Yeah, sure, who doesn't love to eat? And the one with a lot of, it was for women specifically, I think. Maybe, no, they mentioned, I think, men. No, they didn't mention men. It was more about women. I don't know why. It's, well, women are trying to hunt a husband. Do husbands want to hunt wives? I do not know. But I like that, oh yeah, it gets so witchy, and they're putting candles, they're melting candles in water, and seeing, interpreting the signs, and see, oh yeah, which ring fell into the other, and oh yeah, you're gonna marry someone whose name starts with the name J. I don't know. It's really fun. I think this would look very fun, and probably I would love to see the sort of the week before or something. I would assume it's sort of like Valentine's Day, and probably stores and the cities sort of decorate with that in mind, and there's probably a lot of thematic things that having to do with this, and probably cool events as well in the cities having to do with this. So yeah, I would like to check that out, because it's so cool in a fun way. I think this is one of those that is just fun to observe, fun to see, fun to participate, and because it's not that serious. I think it's just, oh yeah, it's not like a solemn occasion. It's just a fun thing that you can do. You're gonna have a really good time, and yeah, you're gonna probably feel, oh, this is what Polish culture is about, right? So yeah, I would like to see that. I would need to go to Poland first, so maybe next year. And that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.